Well, hey folks, Species7 here. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to somebody's been screwing with my farm sim 17. Now, I left this with the bucket hanging over the feed trough so that as they went down on food, it would dump it in. Now it's moved 45 degrees and has dumped its grass over here in a pile. So, I gotta ask, who's been messing with my farm? That's just weird, man. Yes, give it all to me. Thank you. That's just weird. Okay. Well, it will, eventually. That's just weird. Just weird. Alright, let's, see if you've got anything to tip out. Apparently you're accepting. Good stuff. Good stuff. What else is going on here today? Hope everybody's doing well. This is going to be, of course, our last day here for a little bit. We're going to be going to the Ritchie homestead tomorrow and get that place prepped for some play. See what kind of a farm we can make out of it. Alright. The first thing I want to do today is this. And let's get some stuff fertilized. So I'll get this one done. Oops. And then we're going to go to the grass field. So that we get our optimum yield next time. There we go, nice simple job. And done that. Up the middle and we're out of here. Thought that was a missed patch. you. Alright, whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Let's see here. What shall we grow today? Canola, soybean, oilseed, grass, wheat. Is that barley or did I go all the way to oats? Okay. Oh, right, they don't have oats yet. What am I thinking? I suppose we could go for the money crop, eh? A little bit of canola. Yeah, money's not an issue. Let's go soybean. I know it's not a big yielder, but it's a good crop to run. Yeah, we got lots of seeds. Come on, cows, eat that grass. I gotta empty the tractor, man. You know? Let's get the beans put down. And get rid of that, it's kind of obnoxious. This crop will get us one step closer to pigdom, which is nice, because we like to have the full complement, if we can, of the critters. Alright, this corner's a bit awkward, so let's do this. Drive into the fence, nice. Alright. Snug under the tree there for a moment. Okay. Yeah, looking forward to seeing what Steve's got planned here on this, well, has in store for us, I guess. It's well past any planning stage. But yeah, what he has in store for us on this new map. Now I know it officially released a little ways back, and a lot of people have already been playing it, so this isn't going to be new, but that's okay. It was the turn of 17 to come in for a week, so that's what we did. And I do like playing this map. Again, it doesn't seem to get near the attention the Kootenai map did, and the Kootenai was a really good map, but I don't know, I don't see any sort of real issues that would stop people from liking this one if they liked the Kootenai map. I hate it when they will not come back to straight. It's kind of defying physics, if you know what I mean. Well, real physics, not that giant stuff, which is undeniably an entirely different universe of its own. See, that time it worked. It's like you can go a hair too far and then that's it. You know, just like a semi-jackknifing, you're beyond recovery. So, in fact, I suppose it's pretty much the same principle, isn't it? I was watching a bit of the old scientific programming yesterday. And, I tell you. You gotta feel that if you went through the same antiquated, politically enforced, I don't know, series of lies that was the educational system back when I went to school, it's absolutely amazing now what I find out in later years. You know, like, I mean, I'm 62 years old, and I just realized, well, I will be in 2 months. I just realized yesterday that for my entire life, how I thought bicycles worked was wrong. I always figured it was, you know, centrifugal force. That's what keeps the bicycle up. You know, we've all seen bicycles carry on by themselves when, you know, there's no one on them and they've got some momentum. Yeah. Utterly amazed to find out that no, in fact, when scientists have built bicycles that had counter-rotating wheels that would counteract centrifugal force, they still worked. And then they figured it was the caster effect, like a shopping cart, by having a certain trailing angle between the wheel and where the wheel turns on the frame. It'll always point in the direction you're going. Well, because you'll notice when a bicycle starts to fall over, the front wheel turns towards the fall and kind of self-rights it. But yeah, it's not that either. I don't know. It's like I said, I'm not really gonna discuss what makes bicycles work because it's still not 100% worked out. But just to look at that, and that's such a, I hate to say a minor thing, because even amazing engineers and physicists don't have it completely down yet. But compared to so much else of what was learned and what was supposedly learned anyway, like I said at the time that I was going to school, what is your major problem? I guess that never got plowed originally or something. Oh well. And I mean, when it comes to things like history, geography, yeah, wow. Yeah, they say the winners get to write the history books, but man, weirdness. Of course, I don't imagine that although my upbringing and education was like a lot of people's, it was also very much not like a lot of other people's. I know we all hear stories about how, governments and stuff doing experiments on its citizens and all of this kind of strange, odd stuff, and you go, no, yeah, urban myth and whatever. Well, I need me Stumpy. It's not entirely myth. I know that when I went to school, now I was raised on military bases. My quote-unquote father was a military man. He was in the Air Force. So I did my schooling on military bases. But, no, I didn't want you. I'm sorry. You're entirely not the right thing at all. I want that. There we go. For instance, we would go out for lunch, like school day, right? Your bell goes out for lunch, you go rollick around in the playground, eat your sandwich, do whatever. And you'd come back in, and the teacher would have everybody stop at the doorway, the entrance to the room. And, let's see, well, one that I can remember was, they went, okay, I have here, and they would hold up a crumpled up cloth. And they would say, I've just soaked this cloth in bleach. Now, one by one, I want you to come into the room, and when you can smell the bleach, put your hand up. Okay, we want to see how far away this odor can be detected. And so people would walk into the room, and when they finally smelled the bleach, they'd put their hand up. Now, of course, different people would do it in slightly different places, etc., etc. A couple people would look kind of puzzled and walk all the way to their desk and sit down and never put their hand up. And, well, long story short, there was no bleach. It was simply a wet cloth. On another, I can remember, same thing, teachers stop us at the door. There would be on the desk that was set by the door a bunch of rolled up paper, like crumpled into balls, and the teacher would have a wastebasket sitting on a desk somewhere in the middle of the room. And they would go, okay, each person take a ball and get as close as you feel you need to be able to toss the ball into the basket. Okay? Now, there's no wrong distance. We just want to see, right? Well, these are all, in fact, psychological experiments. And we went through dozens of them when I was a kid in school. Literally dozens of them. You never knew what was around the next corner along those lines. So, that whole thing about, governments experimenting on their own citizens is absolutely true. Because this was not something that the teachers dictated because, they had their first year psychology course and decided, here I've got all these willing yet unaware subjects. No, these are things that were passed down by the powers that be to the teachers in the school. So yeah, it's that's what I mean. Perhaps not exactly the most standardized of educations. I'm sure the subject matter was very much like any other school in the country. But yeah, there were definitely some... Is that really all the stumpage there is to cut? Could this be a thing? I'm not feeling like that's right. So, are you empty of grass yet, or do I have to actually just dump you on the ground somewhere and get the other machine to pick you up? Yeah, I pretty much do, don't I? Okay. There we are. Crappie hopper. Go pick that up, dude. Oh, I'm gonna need one more thing here. Zootable trailer. There we go. And of course, being a military facility, I mean, sure, you can go home and tell your parents that the teacher was doing weird things, but it wouldn't have really mattered. This is well beyond well before the point where it was really thought that the things kids could do had any real import to start with. And besides, they were a cog in the same wheel that their children were. In other words, if this was something that the government had said do, well, it's not like you could complain to anyone outside of that circle. That's not the way the military works. Just like if you're charged, you don't hire a lawyer, the military has lawyers. Because they don't work off government law, they work off military law. Well, it's kind of the same thing with You know, you don't call up the Better Business Bureau and go, hey, you know, there's an issue at the school, or whoever the heck it is, your school board, because the military schools don't have a separate school board. They are run by the federal government. Yeah, different times, different times. Now these are just going to be used to feed the machine that we have on the property. There we go. And we're going to do pretty much the same thing. I'm simply going to dump it in a pile close to the wood chip burner, and then we can use our little machine there, the other Profi, to pick it up and wiggle it about as it's needed. Because the trees will make us money, but the little bit of wood chips we're going to get out of there, because I don't really feel like cranking it up. It's on the default right now. We do use, the reason we get all this, of course, is because we have the sawdust mod, right? So it is currently set on it, so I wanted to actually get it in the middle of that bare patch. That way, if I decide to sneak the grass out for the cows or something, it's not buried under wood chips. There we go, perfect. And dump, please. Nice. Okay, very good. Let's go put it away. See, this straightens out exactly where you want it to. Of course, it doesn't have that weird hitch piece that cedar has either, so that would be the difference. Alrighty. So many accomplishments. Indeed. Actually, I think with that, we're a minute or two quick perhaps, but not really enough time to start any new projects. So, what are you doing? Well, you're not full. Will you just suck stuff up, I wonder? Whoa! Okay, you don't. You only suck up what you mow, eh? You just suck what you mow. I don't know why that's funny. Alright. We can load it in with the shovel, obviously. Guys, you gotta stop doing that. Stop sticking to the ground. Anyway, do enjoy your day. We will be back here in a week or so to carry on with our make your own farm. And as I said, tomorrow we are going to go and explore the new homestead map. So, do take care of each other, folks. Lots of comments down below. Hit the like button. You know how to do all that stuff. Ciao for now.